धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
Our all the Parijans of the Gayatri Parivar, all the Gayatri devotees, young girls who are here to take the Kalash to Rameshwar temple, all those who are here to start the Gayatri Ashwamedh Mahayagna for the first time in the Africa. All of you must be very proud that you are starting the Yagna. Yagna will not start tomorrow. Yagna will start from today only. The power is in the women power. Women is the symbolic of Nari Shakti, Adi Shakti, Gayatri Shakti. That's why in the Kalash Yatra, in the procession which we take, we ask all the Nari Shakti to participate in it. And through this, we start the whole process of Yagna. Tomorrow morning, in the Germiston town of the Johannesburg, there will be pujan in the 504 Kundi Yagnashala. All of you will be there. All your Kalash will be there. But they will all remember who carried the Kalash. I am going to tell all of them that you carried the Kalash. So I believe that all of you will be carrying the power of Shakti with you. And why we select the young women, young girls? Because the God is seated in them. The goddesses are seated in them. After getting to a particular age, gradually, when the womanhood comes, we start becoming more and more mundane, worldly, and more worldly means more and more desire, full of desires, worldly desires, and then we just lose the power of the Almighty. That's why we select the young women, young girls, and these young girls are seated in front of me. There are 24 young girls seated in the main hall of the Gayatri Ashram. And from Gayatri Ashram, we are starting this procession, which is known as Kalash Yatra. This is symbolic of the piousness. So you are carrying water. Water means faith. And you are carrying with water the Jawara, which has been grown here. And you are carrying with it the mango leaves. And all these Kalash will be kept in the Yagnashala. And tomorrow we'll be starting the Yagna. Day after tomorrow it will be finished. These 3 days, Yagna starts from today. And from today, you will see that the power of all the gods and goddesses will descend in our consciousness. And through you, all of you who are seated here in front of me, young girls, this power will. We start with the Kalash Yatra, and for this Kalash Yatra, I appreciate the patience which you have shown by being seated here, by doing the recitation of the Gayatri Mantra, by listening to the music and everything. But the puja has been done, and I am very happy that I have been coming. We have been coming. We all brothers have been coming for so many times. But this time, your Gigi has also come. So we should all welcome Gigi by clapping. We can clap. She has come for the first time to African continent, and she will be one of the celebrity present in this yagna, and she will witness that her own power is being distributed in so many girls and so many women who will be carrying the pitcher on their head. When the women carries the pitcher on their head, means the deities are being carried. It is not the water, but the deities, all Devi Devatas, all gods and goddesses are being carried on their head. Man doesn't have that power. I don't say that man should not carry it. If man wants to carry it, it is perfectly fine. They should follow the women, and they should also carry it. But the women when it carries all the power of the gods and goddesses. And this is how our all ceremonies start. The yagna which we are starting, this has got a special significance. We are doing it for the world peace. We are doing this yagna for special purposes so that the South African continent gets more and more prosperous. And not only South African, but the whole African continent. And the poverty and the whatever the discriminations going on, they go away from here. And more Indian culture pervades everywhere. There is no unpeace like separation amongst the people in the name of religion, in the name of caste, in the name of creed, in the name of gender. We should not separate anybody like by boys and girls. If boy is born, then we are very happy. If the girl is born, girl has got the chance today. She can say that I am the supreme power. And you see, wherever the women are worshipped, the heavenly atmosphere descends there. Yet in people from the nearby countries, there are few people from Mozambique, few people from Tanzania, few people from Kenya, few people from Zimbabwe, Zambia, many places they have come. There are few from USA, there are few from UK. They have also come to participate in this. We welcome all of you in this yagna. But बोली गायत्री माता की, परम पूज्य गुरुदेव की, परम वंदनीय माता जी की, भारतीय संस्कृति की, भारत माता की, गौ माता की.
सुहागन नार कलश सिर धारण करो. आओ आओ सुहागन नार कलश सिर धारण करो. अपना सपना करो साकार, अपना सपना करो साकार, कलश सिर धारण करो. आओ आओ सुहागन नार कलश सिर धारण करो. आओ आओ सुहागन नार कलश सिर धारण करो. मुख में विष्णु कंठ में शंकर, मूल में ब्रह्मा संग सुरेश्वर. मुख में विष्णु कंठ में शंकर, मूल में ब्रह्मा संग सुरेश्वर. दीप के रूप में स्वयं भास्कर, सही देवता बसे हैं. दीप के रूप में स्वयं भास्कर, सभी देवता बसे हैं आकर. उनमें श्रद्धा का सिंधु अपार, कलश सिर धारण करो. आओ आओ सुहागन नार कलश सिर धारण करो. आओ आओ सुहागन नार कलश सिर धारण करो. आओ रे आओ रे आओ, माँ बहनों आओ रे आओ. मंगल उन्नति होवे, दुख मिटे सुख संपत्ति होवे. स्वस्थ शरीर स्वच्छ मति होवे, पितरों की भी सद्गति होवे. स्वस्थ शरीर स्वच्छ मति होवे, पितरों की भी सद्गति होवे. मिले कन्या मिले कन्या मिले कन्या को श्रेष्ठ घर बार, कलश सिर धारण करो. आओ आओ सुहागन नार.
हम बदलेंगे, हम बदलेंगे, हम सुधरेंगे, युग सुधरेगा. हम सुधरेंगे, हम सुधरेंगे. एक बनेंगे, एक बनेंगे, एक बनेंगे, एक बनेंगे. भारत माता की.
This is the August thing, the Kalash Yatra. Kalash Yatra, if it is successful, then all the blessings from the Mother Goddess Gayatri, they come to us. The best blessing is what? Pure intelligence. Sadbuddhi.
મેં બધાને સદબુદ્ધિ જોઈએ છે કે નથી? જોઈએ છે કે નહીં તમે? તો સદબુદ્ધિ માટે આ કલશ યાત્રા થઈ છે અને સદબુદ્ધિ માટે, સદબુદ્ધિના વિસ્તાર માટે અને શાંતિના વિસ્તાર માટે, વિશ્વ શાંતિ માટે આ કલશ યાત્રા થઈ છે અને તમે બધા ધન્યવાદના પાત્ર છો. તમે બધા, તમારો બધાનો આભાર. અને આભાર આ સાથે કે અમે ત્યાંથી એટલી દૂરથી આવ્યા અને તમે પણ એટલી દૂરથી આવ્યા. તમે કોઈ મોઝામ્બિકથી, કોઈ ઝિમ્બાબ્વેથી, કોઈ જામ્બિયાથી, કોઈ કેન્યાથી, કોઈ નેરોબીથી, તંઝાનિયાથી, બધા યુએસએથી, યુકેથી અને કેટલી દૂરથી તમે આવ્યા છો.
वो लोग जो कभी अपने घरों में सीढ़ियाँ नहीं चढ़ पाते, वो लोग जिनसे कहा जाए एक फर्लांग चलना मुश्किल हो जाए, वो लोग आज चलकर इतनी लंबी कलश यात्रा करके चले आए. वो छोटे छोटे बच्चे जो स्कूल भी जाते होंगे तो शायद गाड़ियों में बैठ के जाते होंगे, आज उछल कूद कर उन लोगों को इतनी लंबी यात्रा करते देखा. मन में भरोसा हो गया उस ईश्वरी सत्ता के ऊपर. आज वो शक्ति सब में उत्साह पूर्वक काम कर रही है. किसी को कोई तकलीफ नजर आई? मेरे ख्याल से किसी को पग में दुखावा नहीं हुआ होगा. सबके अंदर एक उत्साह लगा होगा. हमको एक अश्वमेध कार्यक्रम की कलश यात्रा में भाग लेना है. होल भी क्यों नहीं, जिस कलश को आपने धारण किया है, जिसका पूजन किया है, उसके अंदर सारे देवता विराजमान है. और देवताओं को केवल वो ही उठा सकता है जिसके अंदर देवत्व भरा हो. नारी खुद ही देवत्व से भरी होती है, इसलिए जब चाहा है प्रभु खुद ही गोदी में आकर खेले हैं. भगवान करे ये अश्वमेध जिसमें आप भाग लेने आ रहे हैं, फिर से वो दिन लाए जिसमें देवता फिर से गोदी में खेलने को लालायित हो और ये कहे हमें वो मातृ शक्ति चाहिए जो देवताओं को धारण करे. भगवान करे अश्वमेध में सबका भाग लेना सार्थक हो जाए. जिस उद्देश्य के लिए, जिस राष्ट्र की उन्नति के लिए आप लोग इकट्ठे हुए हैं, भगवान करे वो आपके सपने साकार होते जाएं. भगवान आपकी मनोकामनाएं सब परिपूर्ण करता चले.
ओम मंगलम भगवान विष्णु, मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज, मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षो, मंगलाय मनोहरि.
वैदिक मंत्र पंचम स्वर मध्यम करके
ભગવાનની પૂજાનો યોગ બન્યું.
We all are aware of its importance for the health. This ritual offers a deeper insight into the act of deep breathing. Please sit erect and close your eyes in accordance with the demonstration on the stage. Hold your left hand and place the right elbow on the palm of the left hand. Close your right nostril using the right thumb. Inhale deeply through the left nostril and visualize that the spiritual energy of the sun is entering each pore of your body through your breath. Now close both the nostrils and retain the breath inside for a short while. Now open the right nostril and exhale, visualizing that the evil forces are exiting your mind and body along with the out breath, thereby making you feel more energetic, peaceful and calm. Now repeat this process from right to left nostril. This constitutes one pranayama. Do the pranayama after the mantra.
ડાબા હાથથી હથેળી જમણા હાથથી ખોલવી. જમણું હાથું બંધ કરી દે. ડાબા નસકોરાથી શ્વાસ અંદર ખેંચવાનો. પછી બંને નસકોરા બંધ કરી થોડો વખત શ્વાસ અંદર રોકી રાખીએ. જમણું નસકોરું ખોલી ધીમે ધીમે શ્વાસ બહાર કાઢવાનો. જ્યારે બધો શ્વાસ બહાર નીકળી જાય એટલે બંને નસકોરા બંધ કરી દેવાના. આ રીતે એક ચક્ર પ્રાણાયામનું અત્યારે આપણે પૂરું કરીશું. જ્યારે શ્વાસ અંદર ખેંચવામાં આવે ત્યારે ભાવના કરીએ કે વિશ્વ બ્રહ્માંડમાં સંધ્યા પ્રગતિની પ્રાણશક્તિ આપણી અંદર આવી રહી છે. જ્યારે શ્વાસ બહાર કાઢીએ ત્યારે ભાવના કરીએ કે અંદર દબાયેલા કશાય કલ્મશ દોષ દુર્ગુણ બધા બહાર જઈ રહ્યા છે અને અમે પવિત્ર બની રહ્યા છીએ. વૈદિક મંત્ર મધ્યમ સ્વર વિલંબિત ગતિ. ઓમ
You all have done pranayam, but you have to understand one very important thing. Pranayam is not merely deep breathing. Many people they think that doing deep breathing and that will clean our lungs. Pranayam is not merely a cleaning the lungs process. Pranayam is basically for stirring, churning the kundalini which is inside us. So pranayam should be understood properly. You have to just put your left hand like this. You have to put your right hand on top of this. Close your right nostril by the thumb and then gradually inhale from the left side. Gradually inhale. Then close your both the nostrils and then leave it to the right side. This is half of the pranayama. Now do it from opposite side. From the right, inhale it, retain it and then leave it from the left side. Pranayama basically enhances the vitality. There are a lot of disorders which can be cured. Bronchial asthma, allergies, sinus problem. All these can be cured by basically the process of pranayama. There are many pranayams which are now just like explosion of the yoga.
In India, it is coming on CDs, it is coming on the television, and many people are doing pranayama. For example, low Surya Vedana pranayama. But I will like to get you trained today with low Surya Vedana pranayama. Omkarji will come here in the center, he will stand up and he will show you how to do it. You will be doing it seated. Keep your left hand like this. Keep your right hand like this, on the top of it, just like a right angle. And then close your right nostril by the right thumb. Now inhaling. Now while inhaling, you must remember that before starting the pranayama, you must clean your nostril. Something else will go inside this rather than prana shakti. So you must clean your nostrils. That is very important. Now for cleaning the nostrils, there is one more exercise. Omkarji is not showing. I am just showing you. Just if you are doing it for the left nostril, just keep your left hand like this. Clean your left nostril. Then do it for the opposite side, like this. Both the nostrils are clean. Now do it from the left to right and right to left. Left to right and right to left. This is what is now just being done. Omkarji is doing it. Inhaling from the left side. Leaving it on the right side. Then remaining breathless for some time. Again inhaling from the right side. Remaining breathless for some time. Then leaving it. Throughout the pranayama, you have to meditate on the sun. You have to feel that the solar vibrations are inside, getting inside you. They are cleaning your inside, making you full of solar power, sun power. And this starts awakening the Kundalini process. This starts making you disease free, making you full of vitality. A lot of people use lubricants, moisturizers. A lot of people they come, even for the younger when they come, or even for the big gathering or lecture they come with a 2 or 3 hour session of foundation and everything for this thing. No, you don't need to do that. If you do pranayama every day, if you do pranayama, everything will be bright, luminous, lustrous like anything. Do pranayama every day.
પ્રાણાયામની પ્રક્રિયા આપણે સમજી છે. પ્રાણાયામના ઘણા પ્રકારો છે. એમાંનો લોમ વિલોમ પ્રાણાયામ તમારી સામે રજૂ કરવામાં આવ્યો અને તમે બધાએ એને માણ્યું છે. નિત્ય પ્રાણાયામની પ્રક્રિયા શારીરિક, માનસિક અને આધ્યાત્મિક ઉન્નતિ માટે ખૂબ જ સહાયક બની જાય છે.
Now I request Shri Ishwar Bhai to send one couple on the stage to do the puja of Pujya Acharya and Vandani Mataji. Now we offer celebration to our Guru, our Acharya, under whose spiritual guidance and this tremendous task of Mahayana is being conducted. While the mantra is recited, we will pray to Pujya Gurudev and Vandaniya Mataji with folded hands, praying for their guidance in all our actions, speech and thoughts.
वरण आचार्य करने की तुम्हें आशा Thank you.
First of all, we request to our Guru, Param Pujya Vedamurti Taponist Pujya Acharya Ji. Let us pray to our spiritual guide. Think of your spiritual master while a mantra is recited from the stage. Laukik mantra Yeswar Vilambit Gati.
Chara charam, tatpadam darashitam yena.
now we request Shri Bhadresh Bhai and Geeta Bain to come on the stage to perform the pujan of Ved Mata Gayatri. Let us pray to Ved Mata Gayatri, Mother of Vedas, Goddess of supreme knowledge, power and wisdom. Ved Mata, Dev Mata, Vishwa Mata. लौकिक मन ईश्वर विलंबित गति
all the brothers and sisters. Many of you have taken Diksha yesterday, but many will come today because this being Sunday and all the places are full. We thought that it is better to give advantage to everyone of Guru Diksha. Maybe a cousin may not come in future, and we both of us are present together. That's why the importance of Guru Diksha has to be understood. Diksha means the Iksha. I have given my wish to Guru, now Guru's wish is my wish. Diksha, the Iksha, Diksha. And Diksha is the second birth. First birth is from mother, second birth is through Guru. Guru is the one who has got immense power. Guru is the one who is full of indeed spiritual knowledge through which he takes the disciple, his Shishya, from ignorance to the light of knowledge, from the darkness to the light. We don't have many things in our mind. We cannot understand many problems, how to solve those problems. But Guru gives us that intellect, that righteous knowledge through which we can undertake those problems very correctly. One who is not Guru is known as Nigura. And that is one of the abuse, that is one of the very harsh word which is used for a one. Oh, he doesn't know anything because he is Nigura. So one should have a Guru. Without Guru, your path to spirituality will not be fulfilled. And not only full spirituality, but in all spheres of life. Guru changes the Kundali. Whatever the Graha Vigyan says that something is wrong in your Kundali, something is going to happen, all these things are changed by Guru, because Guru is the very powerful thing. And especially the Guru and Gayatri combined together, both of them, when they are combined together, they become very powerful for us. Our Guru, Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya, who as a seer, sage, philosopher, and the incarnation power of Gayatri, he indeed in his day-to-day life lived the life of Gayatri and Yagna. He practiced Gayatri, as I told you that 8,000 times per day. 24 lakh, 2.4 billion in about 2400 years and 24 years. This is something which is very, very unique. He played the role of Vishwamitra. And through him, the Gayatri and Yagna got open to everyone. Many of the respected priests are seated here who belong to various temples, including our Girish Bhai and all those brothers. They can tell you, when you meet them, that Gayatri was not available to everybody. You may say that South Africa was in clutches of the apartheid, that's why it was not available. No, Baba, not here, even in India. In any part of the country, in any part of the world, it was not available to anyone. Why? Gayatri is sacred. Gayatri is very, very secret. Gayatri is only for Brahmins. Gayatri is only for men. It should not be recited by women. Women will become sterile if they listen to Gayatri. This was said. But a man came as a Superman, in real sense, the incarnation power of Gayatri, and he liberated Gayatri from the clutches. And he made it available to everybody. This is something very, very unusual which he has done, and now Gayatri is going to be the next Pragya Avatar. Gayatri has got 24 syllables. Each syllable has a power of doing explosion in the cosmos. And you can very well understand this fact that Gayatri is the choice Kala Avatar of the Pragya Avatar. The second half of the Buddha Avatar, the Pragya Avatar, is coming in the form of pure knowledge to everyone. And this pure knowledge will prevail on each and everyone through Gayatri. Now, yesterday we have told you conditions, again we have to explain you. Every day you have to do Upasana. For making Gayatri available to everyone, Gurudev has established 5 principles. Upasana means doing Gayatri Mala every day. But doing Gayatri Mala doesn't mean માલા ઉઠાવી અને કરવાની ચાલુ કરી અને 2 મિનિટમાં જોઈ કેટલી થઈ ગઈ નથી થઈ પૂરી નથી. This is not Gayatri Mala. If you go on watching how much it is done, when will this come? I'm worried, when will this come? That is not Gayatri Mala. This means you are doing some obligation to Ma Gayatri or God? No. You must do Gayatri with full heart, full mind devoted to the Sun God. In the sun, you must visualize Gayatri. And the Gayatri, you can visualize the Guru Satta. This is what is the form of meditation. So, Upasana should be done. Upasana means એટલે તમે ગરમીના પાસ બેઠો તો ગરમ થઈ જાઓ, ઠંડીના પાસ બેઠો તમે ઠંડા થઈ જાઓ. તમે ભગવાનના પાસ બેઠો ભગવાન નથી થાય, ભગવાન કેસા જેવા નથી બની શકો. ગુરુના પાસ બેઠો તમે ગુરુદેવ જેવા નથી બની શકો. કેટલાક પૂજારી છે જો આજ પૂજા કરે છે, પણ કેટલા પૂજારી ભગવાન જેવા બની ગયા છે. તમે પોતે જ કલ્પના કરો. રામકૃષ્ણ જેવા કોઈ પૂજારી નથી. જે રામકૃષ્ણ પરમહંસ કાલીના સામે બેસીને ભોજન કરતા હતા અને કાલીને ભોજન કરાતા હતા, પોતે ભોજન કરતા હતા. We need people like that they can contemplate like that. Upasana should be done through meditation and recitation, the combined. Then sadhana means four sanyam: indriya sanyam, samaya sanyam, artha sanyam, and vichar sanyam. Sanyam means control, self-restraint. Restraint on your thoughts. Number one is key. Restraint on your thoughts. Thoughts are bizarre. You are seated here, but your thought is somewhere else. ક્યારે યજ્ઞ થાય છે, ક્યારે સંપૂર્ણ થાય છે, પૂર્ણાહુતિ થાય છે, અને ત્યાં પછી જાવવાનો, ભોજન કરવાનો અને ઊંઘવાનો. Don't think that. Think something. Whatever you can think better. Bring your all thoughts here and try to understand each and everything which is being told here. Vichar Sanyam means control on your thoughts. Thoughts, they keep on taking us from here to USA, here to India. Thoughts have no speed. They are without any speed. They just mind downs. They just fly like anything. So thoughts, they lead to Vichar Asanyam leads to bizarre thoughts. We should control our thoughts. Once you know the art of controlling your thoughts through meditation, you will understand and learn everything. You will remember everything. If you are a student, you will understand everything. Second is Indriya Sanyam. Control over your tongue. Whatever you want to eat, don't eat. Whatever you are needed to eat, only eat that thing. Indriya Sanyam. Then only your sensual desire will be controlled. Kam Vasana will be controlled. And third is Samaya Sanyam. Time management. Everything on time. Morning, get up early in the morning. Do everything at the right time. Time management is the key to the success in any management school. And lastly, monetary management. Control your resources. Don't waste them. And don't be miser. Utilize them for the betterment of the society. Sadhana. Aradhana means Samaj Seva, social service. Go and become a part of society. Devote time for society. And do something which is very, very good to others. If you can even support a person by giving him education, by giving him knowledge of self-reliance, and if you make him able to stand on his feet, you have done big service. In one person in your whole life, only one person, and you will be proud of that. That person is self-reliant because of me. But don't show on your obligation all the time to me. Just do it and just forget it. Neki kar dariya mein dal. That's all. Don't tell to him, but keep on doing these things. If you can do one thing, keep on doing more. Whatever you can get occasion. Aradhana means doing something for the society. I'm very proud of having in South Africa. The organization is the Gayatri Parivar South Africa. And the Gayatri Parivar South Africa, the chairman, we have nominated our Bhulabhai Desai, Bhulabhai Chita as our chairman. Bhulabhai Chita and Satish is the vice chairman. These two persons have been nominated by me and Gigi on behalf of the Shanti Group. And they are looking after the organization very well. And I am fully sure after I finish my sentence, I need from all of you Vidyarthis for one reason, that I am fully sure in the next 2 years we will have a very big center, very big ashram here in Johannesburg, and for that I need caring from all of you. This is Aradhana, this is Samaj Seva. If you do समाज सेवा, then you show your face all the time on the stage. हमारे स्टेज નથી મળ્યો, हमारे माइक નથી મળ્યો. સ્ટેજ નથી મળ્યો means માઇકેશના, મંચેશના. માઇક નથી મળ્યો એટલે માઇકેશના. This should not happen. You should not all the time wish that this thing should. I must not get credit. I must be just behind that. That's all. If you have that selfless feeling, then definitely all the things will go on happening simultaneously. Concurrently, everything will go on happening in such a way that many people in the society will go up and above. Aradhana. These three things we need from you. Then two things more. Samayana, Ishdan. Donate your time. 2 hours per day. If you cannot give 2 hours per day, many of you may say, તમે ખબર નથી ડોક્ટર સાહેબ, તમે ઇન્ડિયામાં રહો છો તો તમને વધારે ટાઈમ છે. Come and see. Come and see us how we do it. We sleep at 9 o'clock and we get up at 2:30 and we do all the work. Whatever is needed, 18 to 20 hours work we do every day. And we never say that time is, we don't have time. Yes, we don't have time for Guru's work. If you would have, Guru would have made 48 hours a day, you would have been very much pleased. But in 24 hours you say, we don't have time for Guru, we don't have time for Gayatri, we don't have time for spirituality, we don't have time for reading literature. This means we are totally ill-managed regarding time. You got 8 hours for eating, 8 hours for earning your income, 8 hours for sleeping, 16 hours, 4 hours for doing your routine work. Even then you got 4 hours left, 2 hours for your hobby, go to the garden, go for jogging, go for golf, whatever you want to do it. But 2 hours for us, that 2 hours is devoted to us. Everybody has got those 2 hours. Then if you cannot give it every day, then give me in a year 360 days. How many hours? 720 hours. Divide them by 24. How many days? 30 days. Give me 1 month. You will say, oh, we don't have 1 month. We can't give 1 month. So today, by taking Guru Diksha, what you can do is, whatever is possible, I will give maximum time for the enhancement of spiritual values throughout the globe as directed by Gayatri Paribhar. This is what is Samayana. Ishdan means a part of your income to be devoted to the society, to be donated to the society. How much? 1 rupee per day. In India we say 1 day's salary per month. Many of the people who are colleagues of mine, I am a doctor basically, and many of my colleagues are earning in lakhs and lakhs. They invite me for inauguration. They say that wherever you are, we cannot reach, but we earn about 30 to 40 lakh rupees per month. Can you imagine? My colleagues are earning 30 lakh rupees per month. Now when they said in the Guru Diksha in front of me, and they said, we want to make you our Guru. I said, I want your 1 day's salary, 1 day's income. Then they started seeing here and there, trying to match their eyes with it, because 1 lakh rupees, who like to make per month? They said, you might have given your life, but I cannot give 1 lakh. You are getting 30 lakh rupees per month, and you cannot give 1 lakh. तू 1 पैसा देगा, तुझे 10 लाख देगा, तू नहीं देगा तो भगवान भी तुझे देगा, तुझे देना बंद कर देगा. This is going to happen. If you don't give, the God will refuse to give it to you because they get it. So you must learn to give. How much you can give? This is the thing. Guru Diksha means to give for Guru's cause. In Shantigun Haridwar, we have everything free. There is nothing charged for food, nothing charged for living there. No charges for electricity, no charges for water, nothing, everything is free. There is no donation box there, not a single donation box. But how does the Shantigun run? It is not the sources, being the sources run by masses. 1 rupee per day, 5 rupees per day. Then people that take oath, they take you 1 day's salary, and this is how the whole organization is running. If you can donate from here, you can donate directly to Ved Mata Gayatri Trust, Shantigun Haridwar, or you can donate to local resources. You can donate to the Gayatri Paribhar here under the chairmanship of Kulabai, and they will transfer it to Shantigun. This is for Shantigun, this is for South Africa. If you give more donating, this part of Ishdan will come to us. You will say all the time when priests and pujaris and people they say, is all the time say of Dakshina. No, I am not saying of Dakshina. If you want the power of Guru, then ultimately you will learn to give it to him. We are not asking for ourselves, we are asking for our Guru Ashram, Shantigun Haridwar. They being run there with 3,000 students there. We are opening about more than 500 branches all over the country, 500 colleges next year. And you will see about more than 2 to 3 lakh boys and girls studying there. For one boy, we charge 16,000 rupees per month, per year salary, per year fee. 16,000 rupees per year fee. 1,000 rupees 500 per month. And we don't charge anything for education, no charges for mess, nothing. Only computers and all those things, library charges, all those charges, books are also provided free. Many of the boys and girls who are unable to study, we provide sponsors for them. You can become a sponsor. Okay, 16,000 rupees I donate for one child. 16,000 I donate for one as a Guru Diksha symbol, I will donate for that. You can remember that you have to provide money in the available, in whatever available form to the Shantipur, and Deva Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya is prospering like anything. It is producing many people who are of good caliber. This is what is the Vaishnava. If you can do that, then you can remember that one who gives, he gets it. I remember, because we are seated in this campus, and the success story is Abhulabhai. Whenever we have done Gayatri Yajna, something new has happened, something good has happened. The Gayatri Yajna at Madhvasi, whenever we did, some or the other paper mill had come. So he has been blessed by this all the time. This time, we are inaugurating Gayatri paper mill. All of you are seated here. He didn't call any minister, he didn't call any prime minister or president for inauguration. He called Gayatri disciples to inaugurate it. You are all here to inaugurate the Gayatri paper mill of Jarmiston. This particular town, in Johannesburg, this paper mill is being inaugurated. And something is secret in the family, but I am making it open. In Cape Town, they have started, they have purchased a new place, and they are starting one thing there also. That already they are running. So this is Gayatri, Stuta Mayavata, Ved Mata Prachodyantam, Bhavamani Vijanam, Ayu Prana Pranam Pashu, Kirtin Dravidam Brahmavachasa. Remember Dravidam Brahmavachasa. It gives money like anything, Gayatri, if you worship it rightly. If the Guru Diksha is taken and full faith is invoked in Gayatri, then everything is started. For Dakshina, one thing is Deva Dakshina. For Deva divinity in your life, you must leave one bad habit today. I told many bad habits yesterday, today, talking ill of someone, telling lies, telling bitter things. Don't do that. Eating something which should not be eaten, don't do that. Like drinks, like food, I sometimes say, all the things are prohibited. Only pure thing is our food, vegetarian food. Sometimes on the other hand, if you son or child, they are very much after you, then you can make a pizza in your house or ask them to eat. But I don't prefer to go anywhere out because these things will pollute our body. So don't eat pizza, don't eat burgers, many people may not like. Don't drink Coke, don't drink Pepsi, don't drink tea, don't drink coffee. What should you drink then? Water, pure water. And Pragya Pay, we got a Pragya Pay, herbal tea which is available here. You can ask that to provide you. Drink all those things which make you pure and do yajna. These are the things. Don't eat eggs, don't eat meat. Because if you do all those things and then you are all the time praying your Guru, and give me power of your Gayatri, he will say make yourself pure first, then I will do. Lastly, extravagant in your activities. Don't be extravagant in your activities. These are few things which should be done and they mention. Now the Gayatri Mantra Diksha is going to be started.
Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर् भुवः स्वः तत् सवितुर् वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् गायत्री मंत्र हमारे साथ साथ परम पूज्य गुरुदेव और वंदनीय माता जी की सूक्ष्म उपस्थिति में विराजमान शक्ति स्वरूपों, माताओं, बहनों और भाइयों, आप लोग शायद ये समझ रहे होंगे कि जीजी शायद कुछ प्रवचन करेंगे। प्रवचन नहीं, अपने भाइयों और बहनों से उनकी माता पिता का, परम पूज्य गुरुदेव माता जी के अंतःकरण का दर्द बांटने आए हैं। गुरुदेव माता जी की जो अपने बच्चों से पीड़ा थी वो कहने का मन है। यूँ माँ बाप का दर्द बच्चियों ने ज़्यादा समझा है। लड़के भी समझते हैं, सेवा करते हैं, लेकिन बच्ची जितनी अपने माँ बाप के नज़दीक होती है शायद कोई दूसरा नहीं। सर इब्राहिम लिंकन जिस समय अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति थे, उस समय एक कानून पास होने जा रहा था। क्या कानून पास होने जा रहा था? वो ये था कि काले लोगों को खेतों में जानवरों के साथ हल में जोड़ दिया जाए। ये वो समय था जिस समय पीड़ा और पतन पराकाष्ठा पर थे। जो लोग इस दौर से गुजरे हैं उनके मन में वो पीड़ा आज भी है। कैसी पीड़ा है? माताओं की गोद से दूध पीते बच्चों को छीनकर जानवरों के बारे में फेंक देना एक मामूली सी बात थी, और छोटी छोटी गलतियों पर कोड़े लगवा देना उनके लिए कोई बड़ी बात नहीं थी। इस पीड़ा के प्रति कोई प्रतिकार कर पाता था, कोई विरोध कर पाता था, किसी की हिम्मत नहीं हो पाई थी। ऐसे में भाव संवेदनाओं का हथियार लेकर एक लड़की उठ खड़ी हुई। उसने अपनी डायरी में रोज पन्ने लिखे, वो पन्ने जो रोज की पीड़ा से जुड़े हुए थे, जो रोज देखा करती थी। वो लोग मुंह बने हैं लेकिन पीड़ा सहते जाते हैं। उनकी पीड़ा को कोई महसूस करता है, कोई महसूस करता नहीं। वो बच्ची उसकी डायरी के पन्ने जब लोगों के सामने आए, उस डायरी का नाम लिखा उसने अंकल टॉम्स केबिन, टॉम काका की कुटिया। जब टॉम काका की कुटिया लोगों के हाथ में आई तब बहनों उत्तरी अमेरिका और दक्षिणी अमेरिका में गहरी जैसी स्थिति आ गई। क्यों हो गई? क्या गोरे और काबर के बीच में लड़ाई हुई? नहीं, ये लड़ाई उनके बीच में थी जो मानवता के पक्षधर थे, वो लोग जो ये कहा करते थे कि मानव को उसका अधिकार मिलना ही चाहिए, और काले लोग भी मानवता के हकदार हैं। सर इब्राहिम लिंकन ने पार्लियामेंट में खड़े होकर ये कह दिया, ये लड़की हैरियट स्टोक वो लड़की है जिसने मानवता के माथे पर लगे हुए कलम को धो दिया है। और आज हम गर्व से सिर उठा के कह सकते हैं कि हमारे बीच में लोगों को अधिकार दिलाने वाली एक बच्ची मौजूद है। इस संसार में जब कभी भी महत्वपूर्ण काम संभव हुए हैं, उसके पीछे प्रत्यक्ष या अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से एक सत्ता काम करती रही है, जिसका नाम है मातृसत्ता। सुना है स्वर्ग में एक कल्प वृक्ष है। कैसा कल्प वृक्ष है? जिस पर 4 फल लगा करते हैं और लोग उसकी कामना करते हैं तो वो फल मिल जाया करते हैं। कौन कौन से फल हैं? धर्म, अर्थ, काम और मोक्ष। पता नहीं वो कल्प वृक्ष कैसा है, लेकिन इस पृथ्वी पर विश्व करते हुए एक कल्प वृक्ष को साक्षात देखा है। वो कल्प वृक्ष जब किलकारी भरता हुआ पिता की गोद में आता है तो उसके मन में पिता का वात्सल्य भरता हुआ चला जाता है। अब वही नारी जब कच्चे सूत के धागे लेकर भाई के पास जाती है तो उसके मन में पवित्रता का संचार करती हुई चली जाती है। और वही नारी जब अग्नि के 7 फेरे लेकर पुरुष के पास जाती है तो उसकी पूर्णता को अपूर्णता में बदलती हुई चली जाती है। और बच्चे के लिए तो साक्षात प्राणदायिनी संजीवनी बनकर आती है। कहते हैं इस सृष्टि का निर्माण ब्रह्मा जी ने किया, पालनकर्ता विष्णु जी हैं और संतरणकर्ता महेश हैं। लेकिन नारी के रूप में इन तीनों विधाओं को देखा जा सकता है। नारी निर्मात्री भी है, पालनकर्ता भी है और संतरणकर्ता भी है। नारी जीवन का इतिहास इतना शानदार रहा है कि इसको जब याद करते हैं मन श्रद्धा से भर जाता है। विद्या की देवी सरस्वती की तुलना में कोई देवता नजर आते हैं, कोई देवता नजर नहीं आते हैं। धन की देवी महालक्ष्मी की तुलना में धनपति कुबेर बहुत भोले जान पड़ते हैं, और देवी दुर्गा तो साक्षात सब देवताओं के बराबर अकेली ही नजर आती है। आप लोग कहेंगे चीजें ये तो सब पौराणिक चीजें हैं, कोई वर्तमान चीज हो। भाइयों, राम अगर साथ नहीं है तब भी सीता के बच्चे राम से कम नहीं हो सकते। दुष्यंत अपनी शकुंतला को भूल भी जाए तो शकुंतला का बेटा भरत चक्रवर्ती सम्राट बनकर खड़ा हो सकता है, जिसके नाम पर भारतवर्ष का नाम रखा जा सकता है। ये वो नारियां हैं जिनका नाम जब भी याद किया जाता है मन श्रद्धा से भर जाता है। जगत गुरु शंकराचार्य और विद्वान मंडल मिश्र जब शास्त्रार्थ कर रहे थे, दोनों ही विद्वान इतने प्रकार के पंडित, लोगों को लगा इनका निर्णय करने वाला कौन हो। निर्णायक की भूमिका में कोई पुरुष समझ में आया था, कोई पुरुष नहीं मिले थे। देवी भारती मंडन ऋषि की पत्नी को निर्णायक बनाया गया था। और एक समय ऐसा आया था जब जगत गुरु शंकराचार्य और मंडन ऋषि दोनों शास्त्रार्थ कर रहे थे, और शास्त्रार्थ में लगा था मंडन ऋषि का पहलू कुछ कमजोर है। तब देवी भारती ने वो स्थान संभाला था। लोगों को उसके निर्णय पर कोई शक था, कोई शक नहीं था, उससे भी ज़्यादा उसकी प्रामाणिकता पर भरोसा था। कैसा भरोसा था? एक तरफ स्वयं का पति और दूसरी तरफ पिता अपरिचित व्यक्ति, लेकिन उसमें भी उसका निर्णय सही होगा इस पर लोगों को भरोसा था। हाड़ा रानी का इतिहास जब याद करते हैं तब मन में एक अजीब सी सिरन हो जाती है। देश आफत में पड़ा था, पति पत्नी की सौंदर्य भोग में बंधा बैठा था। पति को अपना कर्तव्य याद दिलाने के लिए अपना शीश काट कर रख देने वाली हाड़ा रानी का इतिहास आज भी ज्वलंत बना हुआ है। यत्र नार्यस्तु पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवता। जब तक ये भाव लोगों के रहे, नारी न रत्नों की खान इस समाज को देख रही। लेकिन जब ये भाव बदले तब से पीड़ा और पतन का स्वरूप समाज में आता हुआ चला गया। एक तरफ इतना उज्जवल हमारा अतीत आज वर्तमान रूप लेकर लगता है। नारी कहाँ पिछड़ गई? आज नारी जब न्यायालय के सामने न्याय की भीख मांगती है, कहती है उसे और अधिक अपमानित और तिरस्कृत किया जाए। आज विज्ञापनों के दौर में नारी एक विज्ञापन की वस्तु बन के रह गई। जगह जगह चौराहों पर, जगह जगह सार्वजनिक किताबों पर लगे हुए नारियों के पोस्टर, चाहे उनसे उनका संबंध है या नहीं है, एक पीड़ा मन में आ जाती है। जो रूप उसका सामने प्रस्तुत किया जाता है, आखिर शर्म से झुक जाती है। नारी ऐसी अवस्था में अक्षम और उद्दंड क्रिया देकर अपने अपमान का बदला न ले तो क्या करे? आज परिवार व्यवस्था इतनी दुर्गति की ओर जा रही है कि चारों तरफ अशांति ही अशांति। भाई जब घर के बाहर निकलता है तो उसके मन में एक अलग शंका विराजमान रहती है कि हम दिन भर घर के बाहर रहते हैं, पता नहीं हमारी पत्नी क्या करती है। और पत्नी जब दिन भर घर में रहती है, पति बाहर जाता है तो उसके मन में अजीब सा शक घूमता रहता है, पता नहीं दिन भर कहाँ रहते हैं। भूल जाते हैं वो उदाहरण जिसमें प्रेम और त्याग की पराकाष्ठा विराजमान